Hi there, friends. So, today is New Year's Eve. I mean, it is first, it is not the 31st. And I was guided to share this important message with you regarding the role of twin flames in society. There are twin flames, there are illumined twin flames that have come to assist the ascension process right now, along with the myriad types of light workers. Okay. So it's not just the twin flames. There are twin flames, there are star seeds, there are people that are known as grid workers, there are people that are known as light workers, there are people who are awakening. Okay, so all these kinds of people and people who are yogis, people who practice yoga, all the people who are interested in their spiritual evolution. Spiritual evolution is just like growth in any other field of life. The only difference between uh, the other aspects of life and spiritual path is that those who follow the spiritual path are interested in their holistic self. They are interested in their holistic self. They want to know all aspects of their self. They want to know their material aspects, they want to know their emotional aspects, they want to know their mental capabilities, they want to know their spiritual self also. So ideally, you have to be knowing, interested, and progressing in all aspects of self, right? You cannot be in denial of anyone. Okay. So today's New Year's message is about the role of twin flames and star seeds in society. What I want to talk about today is their role is basically, in two parts. Okay. The first part is their role is energetic. The twin flames work a lot on energy transmutation, as in they take on the karma within themselves which is in their system, and then they transmute it. Okay. And as they transmute it, as they upgrade, as their DNA activates, the collective also upgrades, because twin flames are very powerful. When they upgrade, the collective upgrades. They have huge impact. They have huge energetic impact. It's not like, what can I say? It's not like when we upgrade, only we upgrade or just a family upgrades. No, we are connected into the collective. And the impact is huge. If you are a illumined twin flame, if you are on the twin flame path, especially if you are a illumined twin flame, the impact is huge. Okay, so that is one form of energetic role that we play in society. The second role we play is we actually literally ground energy into the planet. Okay, so right now the new earth is being born. Okay, so before anything new is being born, what is actually happening is that there is a blueprint first. There's always a blueprint first, what we call the morphogenic fields. What are these morphogenic fields? The morphogenic fields are basically the mind, the collective consciousness, the mental, emotional thought patterns of the collective that creates the morphogenic fields. So a lot of distortion has been inserted into the earth's morphogenic fields, okay, through all these negative entities and their agendas. Okay, because earth was a target of many negative entities. There aren't, if there are positive entities, there are negative entities also, especially a lot of what people refer to as the cabal, okay, and the archons. So twin flames have a huge responsibility, starseeds have a huge responsibility to work on the energetic transmutation, okay, which lifts the collective higher. Okay, and wherever a twin flame lives, the entire area around them is lifted higher, automatically lifted higher. That is what happens as they clear karma and upgrade. Okay, because they are carrying karma, so they're taking on karma, so they are born into a certain location. I'm talking about illumined twin flames right now, and sharing my experience because I'm this kind of a twin flame. With other twin flames who are awakening and who are getting on the twin flame journey, you also do the same. You also transmute the energy around you. Not just twin flames, anybody who is like, for example, those people who study Sri Vidya sadhana, they change the whole atmosphere around themselves. It is said if there is one Sri Vidya sadhak in a house, the entire family changes, the entire family atmosphere changes, the neighborhood changes. Okay, so uh, Yeah, the energetic transmutation uh, and anchoring energy into the new earth. So, like whenever we get upgrades, we are actually consistently channeling energy into a heart center, and from a center, it goes directly into the earth. Okay, so we channel energy and we actually help build a new earth grids. Okay, because to create the blueprint, to create the new energetic template requires a lot of energy of a lot of star seeds, a lot of awakening people, a lot of twin flames, a lot of grid workers, and also such people like us are placed at strategic points of the ley line. Okay, and we are guided to move to different places. Okay, to hold the energy, to transmute the energy. And people who are known as grid workers, they constantly move. They are told to move from place to place. Okay, I can just see my skin that is shining because in this kind of a light you can see the crystalline skin. You know, a particular type of lighting is required where you can also see in the sun when your skin shines. So anyway, let me come back to the topic. Yeah, so we are placed in certain strategic locations. Okay, so that we ground the energy, we work on the energetic template of new earth. Okay, because wherever the mind goes, wherever the consciousness goes, there the body follows. Okay, so the only way, the plan of the new earth dream was to shift the collective consciousness. Only then the systems would change. Okay, so for example, I'm telling you, if there is a person who's dysfunctional in his relationships, okay, in his family life, do you think they can perform well at their work? No. Even if they maintain high professional standards, that dysfunction is going to affect him, and if it affects him, it's definitely going to affect his professional atmosphere, because he will not be in tune with those high vibrational ideas. He will not be in tune with those high frequency patterns. Okay, so there will always be some kind of a reflection of his own deficiencies in the professional environment. You get what I'm saying? So so the plan was to shift the collective consciousness of the planet. Okay, because when the mind shifts, all the systems shift, and this is supposed to be a gradual change, and it is a gradual change, but it is accelerating. It's a gradual change that was planned to accelerate, and now it's accelerating. So right now we have entered the Aquarian years, where the acceleration is really happening fast. Okay, a lot of people are coming into twin flame reunions, which is increasing this process. Okay, which is increasing the rate at which this process is happening. Okay, so I spoke about the energetic transmutation. I spoke about literally physically grounding energy into the planet. I spoke about being located in strategic locations. Yeah. So now this is what I have described. I have given you a idea about the energetic work that we do. Okay. Now let me talk about the physical world, the practical world, what work we do in the practical world. See, the reason twin flames come together, or they are on this twin flame path, is to break society's templates. How are we going to ascend a planet? How are we going to, you know, change the consciousness level? Okay, because the reason this planet is imprisoned, the reason people are limited, is because there are shackles on the mental and emotional body. Okay, so that is where we have to work on removing the shackles. Okay, like for example, twin flames break societal templates. That's what I want to talk about. Okay, so the energetic work I described, now the practical work I'm describing. Twin flames work on breaking the societal patterns. Like for example, what are the belief systems in your particular society and in your particular culture? Okay, like regarding a woman or regarding a man. Okay, how is a man seen? How is a married couple seen? How is a woman seen? Okay, how are unmarried couples seen? Okay, what is their societal structure? Then templates regarding relationship with self. Okay, how do you have a relationship with self? Okay, a lot of organized religions have programmed us to abandon ourselves, not have a relationship with ourselves, not know ourselves, put the other first. Okay, you cannot put the other first unless you put yourself first. Okay, you have to have that loving relationship with yourself if you're going to learn to love another person, or if you're going to be of any assistance to somebody else. You have to be strong in yourself first. Okay, because there are a lot of people that can weaken you and drain you, and then you are of no use to the collective, right? So relationship with self, okay, how people are seen in society, okay, then professional relationships, okay, personal relationships, family structures, okay, religious conditioning, cultural conditioning, okay, like for example regarding age is, like in society we have this belief that one person from one culture cannot marry a person from another culture, okay. So twin flames are intentionally having taken birth, twin flames intentionally take birth in different cultural settings. Okay, like for example, I come from a Catholic family, but I've left Catholic religion right now. And my twin comes from a Hindu family. Okay, I come from South India, he comes from North India. Not exactly South, but I'm on the West. He is on the Northeast. Okay. So, and some twins, there are different twin flame pairs and different templates they have to break and new templates that they have to create. Okay. Then some twin flames have age differences. Okay. Some twin flames have racial differences. Some twin flames live in different countries. Okay. So, these kinds of societal and cultural templates we are upgrading. Okay, that is the way a planet shifts from old to new. That is the way you birth the new earth. Okay, it is not some utopian dream. It is a strategic plan that is accelerating right now. Okay, and it is deep. It is deep. It is deep and it is powerful because nobody can stop this. Nobody can stop this because nobody can take the planet, lift it up, and put it in a different location of the galaxy, can they? Right now, the planet is moving in a certain part of the galaxy where the photonic light is very high, and these changes are inevitable. So, either you go with the flow, you get drowned in it. You know, that is how it is. You cannot lift the planet and put it in a different part of the galaxy right now. So those are time cycles. So right now we are in an age of Aquarius. We're in a certain time cycle where these things are the norm. Okay, awakening is the norm. Okay, and awakening happens in its own time for an individual person. There's no forcing because each soul learns at its own pace. All right. Yeah. So I spoke about societal templates, cultural conditioning. I spoke about cultural conditioning and personal relationships. Okay, how do we create family structures? On what basis? What are the belief systems happening there? How do we create friendships? Okay, how the energy exchange is happening over there? Because the way in which humans are imprisoned is by putting blockages in their chakras, and blockages in your chakras happen when you have imbalanced exchanges, what we call karmic exchanges. Okay, so like if you are in a friendship where this person is not communicating with you, okay, they want to be your friend, but you have clearly have some communication issues there. So what is happening is the other person is actually putting blockages in your chakras, in your throat chakra. Okay, if you succumb to it, if you agree to it, okay, if you say that no, I'm going to make sure that I'm having a balanced energetic flow in my chakras, I'm not going to allow any psychic cords, I'm not going to allow any blockages, and you lay down your boundaries, you lay down your structure for your friendship, okay, then either this person will level up and give you that, or this person will move out from your life and you will magnetize a different timeline, you will magnetize a higher timeline wherein you'll have a healthy personal relationship. Same thing with professional relationships. Same applies in professional relationships. Now, as twin flames, a lot of twin flames are known to have Kal Sarpa dosha, okay, in their chart. And Kal Sarpa dosha is a really dreaded astrological position, because basically it is a heavy polarity and heavy karma, okay. And a lot of astrologers who rely on books, they don't rely on their research, they don't rely on their intuition, they just rely on books and their teachers. So they say Kala Sarpa dosha is not a big thing. It's a huge thing. It's a huge issue. Okay, Kalsarpa dosha is where your mind is having imbalances, your nervous system is having imbalances. Okay, there's imbalances in the way your nervous system works, literally, and there's imbalances in your tattvas. Okay, and that is why uh, your mind doesn't work the way it should work. Basically, you're not in control. It's your karmic patterns, unconscious karmic patterns, traumas, and all the polarity imbalances inside that control your mind basically, and they control your decision making. Okay, so I was talking about friendships and professional relationships. So this is the whole game, this is the whole matrix game. Okay, if you're having blockages in your chakras, you will allow unhealthy karmic relationships in your life, professional or personal. And twin flames are carrying Kal Sarpadosha because they have to learn the matrix from detail. So it's like almost till 35, 36 years, they are just studying the matrix. Okay, they are born in really bad societal conditions. They are exposed, they are made aware of other negative things that happen in society. They are having bad relationships. Okay, intimate relationships. They are having bad experiences regarding sexuality. They are having bad experiences regarding the place environment in which they are born. They are having bad experiences regarding family structure. They are having really bad experiences regarding professional structures in which people work. Okay, and they basically experience on a personal level 90% of the problems that can exist in this world for anyone. Okay, so that is in short what Kal Sarpa dosha is from a practical, personal, and Idiomine twin flames point of view. Okay, that's what Kal Sarpa dosha is. So this is done because when you see a situation in theory, it is a completely different thing. But when you experience it and learn from it, then you know how to get out of it, and then you can counsel somebody else. Okay. Besides, I also take counseling sessions. The WhatsApp number is given below. If you are interested, you can contact me for counseling. Usually, I take counseling for teenagers and for just to give clarity in life, like a life coach. That is basically what I do. Because as I said, twin flames have a lot of experience. Twin flames have a lot of guidance. They have a very advanced support team. When I talk about guides, your spiritual guides, they have a very advanced support team. Okay, so yeah, all these templates are the templates that we're supposed to break, and that's why we experience it, we live it, we go through it. It is not this is hardcore work. And another reason why we experience this Kal Sarpa yoga dosha, it's a dosha, it's not a yoga, it's a dosha. It can turn into a yoga if you clear your karma. Okay, if you clear your karma, it will turn into a yoga, and it will turn into a Raj yoga, because Rahu Ketu are very, very unpredictable planets because they control the unconscious mind, and unconscious is a part that is not predictable. Once you master the unconscious, you're beyond a Kundli chart. You know, the astrology cannot predict for you. Okay, they can give a, because you are controlling your timelines. Okay, and timelines are only controlled from the unconscious mind level, not at the conscious mind level. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about societal templates. Okay, and I would also appreciate if you put down like your twin flame story. Okay, and what templates that came up for you for clearing. Okay, another template that twin flames clear is regarding feminine energy, the disrespect, the disempowerment of the feminine energy in society. Okay, so a lot of feminine energies are told that, kind of accepting negative situations or accepting pain is the way they live life. Okay, is the way they adjust. Okay, and they are, see, we talk about the feminine being codependent. Okay, the feminine is made codependent by inserting negative beliefs inside themselves since childhood, by exposing them to negative situations where, they are exposed to disempowered feminines. They are exposed to manipulative feminine, and they tend to grow up and become disempowered and manipulative like that. Okay, so a lot of blockages are put in their solar plexus right from their childhood. Okay, and that is how, through this negative belief programming, through all these traumas that they are put through, they become codependent. Okay, nobody is born codependent. Just because you're I mean, if you're carrying that karma, yes, you're born codependent. But just because you're a feminine, you're not codependent. You're codependent because your solar plexus has been damaged by the matrix, by your own loved ones unconsciously, by the karma that is transferred by your ancestors to you. You know, because see, in this matrix, we don't have this system of like, clearing your karma and then having kids. Okay, at least clear your karma like 70% and then come to a place where you have kids. Because see, it's happening right now. There are a lot of people who are involved in ancestral lineage clearing. Okay, so you can take a course in ancestral lineage clearing at least for a year or two, however long the duration is. Educate yourself on these things and then have children, so you're not transferring your diseased DNA to them. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but I am having to clear all these things. Like, I have healed my DNA, I have healed hair fall issues. Okay, right now I'm working on healing skin issues. Okay, so all these things are transferred to your children via your DNA. So it makes sense if you're a responsible parent. A lot of people talk about being responsible parents, but they totally neglect the spiritual part. Okay, responsibility is not just material development and mental development, it is emotional development, it is spiritual development also. Okay, so that is what we observe in the matrix systems that are lopsided. That's why we're changing the templates to balanced templates. Okay, balanced templates, so that the new children that are born are going to have a balanced experience. They're not going to be born into a karmic field, into hellish realities. Okay, they're going to be born into new earth. Okay, and it is because of the sacrifice of twin flames, because twin flames live separate, especially the Illumine twin flames. They live separated from the other half because they've taken on so much karma. They have to clear the karma. That is the first thing they have to do. Then they have to reach a certain level in their social work or whatever work that they have in particular, and then they meet with the other half. So we go through a lot of pain from our other half, for the society basically. Yeah. So we are actually supposed to clear all these templates. Okay, now for example, I'll give you an example. Recently a template that came out for clearing was regarding noise pollution. Okay, so the neighborhood that I live, as you know, twin flames are born in really dark areas. Okay, where the people are either negative or they are sleeping, or they are cowards. So these kinds of neighborhoods, these kinds of localities, people are just selfish. you know they are selfish, they are in fear, they are in security, and then who takes advantage of these kinds of things? Okay, the negative people take advantage of these kinds of things. Okay, like there was an issue of noise pollution in my locality. People tried to solve it, they couldn't, but I solved it. And this issue has been there for years, but now I have solved it. Okay, there was a restaurant that was creating noise here. It was not easy. I had to invest a lot of time. It took a lot of energy, but I solved the issue. There was a restaurant that was creating problem, but now it's not creating. Okay, because not only I did the work externally, I also cleared the karma that I was carrying inside, that was as a base level supporting this negative structures. Okay, so you have to work on both levels, energetic level and physical level also. Okay, then we had a neighbor over here. We have a neighbor over here who's an ex drug dealer. Okay, and such people, they are stubborn. You never know, they could still be doing the same drug business. Okay, so there's a very dangerous person where I live, and he has this attitude of being very dominating. Okay, so he was continuously putting music and all this horrible music. And this is a residential area, and you're not supposed to do this kind of noise pollution here. Okay, but nobody, most of the people are cowards, as I said, or they are sleeping, or they are selfish, infected with selfishness. So nobody was taking action. So when I went to the police station, this person uses the other people's negligence or the other people's apathy against me. Okay, he asks me, if it is such a problem, then why somebody else is not complaining? Okay, well, Mr. Criminal, somebody else is not complaining because the most of the people here are either sleeping, or they are cowards, or they are extremely selfish. Okay, So that is the reason why nobody else is complaining. So I solved this issue right now, at least 70% of the issue with the help of the police station. Okay, and I'm grateful to the police who helped me in this process. Okay, because I believe that we have done so many sacrifices for the society. Coming to this planet is a big sacrifice, first of all. Okay, separating from your twin flame is another big sacrifice. Taking on Kalsarpa dosha, all this karma is another third sacrifice. Okay, deprioritizing our financial gain and doing all this what do you say, philanthropic work, this societal work for society, that is also a sacrifice. Okay, so we can do so much sacrifice for the society. Can't the society and all the NGOs and people who are in this place, who are at power positions, can't they support us? Okay, I believe that it's their duty to support us. Okay, because we all want to contribute to this new earth, because it is for our children. Okay, you work hard so much, you leave properties, you leave wealth for your child. Why? Because it is your child, it is your blood, right? So why can't you live a atmosphere that is more peaceful for your child? Why can't you live a society that is more beautiful for your child? Okay, so this is how twin flames are, and these are their tests, because you cannot reunite with your twin flame unless you solve all these issues that come in your path. Okay, and it is just do or die. That's how real it is. That's how hard it is. Okay, so I've been dealing with this person who's a criminal. Okay, because he was, and he lives right outside my door, right outside my door. This is serious. So I'm not saying that twin flames are born in dark areas just like that. They are posted in dark areas. Like, say for example, if you're a police inspector, okay, you're posted in certain areas where there are certain major issues. Okay, so like that, the same thing is with twin flames. They are soldiers. Okay, and they're posted in certain areas where all these kinds of issues exist. Yeah, so this is what I mean by societal templates. So like, really, regarding this issue, now there is a particular societal template that a woman is not supposed to live alone. Okay, that's what I was told when I went to the police station. Okay, you cannot live alone. No, that is a blockage you're putting in my solar plexus. Okay, now if you are advising, if you are giving that advice from a very unawakened point of view, like just telling what everybody else tells and calculating practically, then okay, fine, that's just the general view that's going on. But really it is damage to someone's sense of self. Okay, I know there are such security issues, but the problem is not that women shouldn't live alone. The problem is we should deal with the security issues, no? So why don't the society empower the security systems? Okay, instead of telling women not to live alone. Okay, a woman is not worthy of freedom. Wouldn't you want your daughter to have freedom as she grows up? Okay, so these are the kinds of templates we are breaking, like women cannot live alone, and like a woman is weak and she needs a husband. No, you just need a strong solar plexus. You don't need a husband. You just need to keep all those people away and put boundaries with all those people who try to attack your solar plexus, put blockages in it, feed you with negative belief systems. You really need to be a goddess. You really need to be a powerful woman where you understand how you create your reality through karma. And karma is nothing weird or nothing mystical. It is just technical knowledge. It's just understanding how energy works. It is engineering of the mind, because it's the mind that creates the physical reality. If I talk about professional relationships, what templates do we need to change there? What templates we need to break there? Okay, so like for example, right now I am in a profession where I'm an artist, so I'm involved with galleries, I'm involved with exhibitions and stuff like that. Right now I'm not doing all those things because my focus is on clearing ancestral karma and I have a certain target for it. So I'm teaching art currently, I'm doing counseling currently, I'm also pained, but I'm not exhibiting so much because that's another level that I need to reach after I clear my ancestral karma. And for those people who have certain issues, uh, if you're an artist and if you have certain issues which are just ancestral karma, because Saturn is a root chakra in your ancestral karma, It's only at later at a certain age like 36 you can excel in that field. So before that, basically you need to focus on clearing your ancestral karma. So let me give you another example. Another example would be like professional relationships. Okay, so there are a lot of organizations that boast of a really good professional environment. Okay, but for me, in my experience, I was working in a school, a private school, where the teachers didn't have a staff room and they were supposed to sit in the classroom in a corner somewhere. Okay, so you don't have privacy, you don't have a cupboard. Okay, and the art teacher had all this pressure of all these projects, and the pressure was high on all the teachers. Okay, it was as if the teachers were some sort of slaves. Okay, and the children that came from high business class families, they were like put on top of the world. It was like, no, the customer is always right. It was such a commercialized school system, so we shouldn't allow such commercialized school systems. Okay, so this is how, these are the templates that need to change in professional relationships. How do they change? They change by you yourself refusing them. Okay, now imagine if all the teachers over there had a high sense of self, had self-love, have self-respect, don't operate off of psychic cords in professional relationships, then nobody will attend such jobs, right? Nobody will agree to such jobs, right? So that is the first step, how we break the templates, because we used to giving our power away to government. Government will do this, government will do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just consumed through dreams of romance, marriage, and how many kids you're going to produce in a year? That is what the average people are doing, right? How much I can accumulate for myself, how many kids I can have, and how much I can leave for my kids. Beyond that, nothing works. Okay, it is because of such people that society is in such a drain today. It angers me at the apathy of the people, the selfishness of the people. I don't know with what kind of face they go into social gatherings when they have no concern for society, when they are working in organizations that are promoting these negative templates. How do you have a sense of self-respect like that? You have the power, you have the authority, but you're not making the changes. People are suffering in your organization, whether it is professional. People are suffering in your family, whether it's personal relationship. These are the templates we are changing. Okay, so we are doing work on the physical level, and also since we know that humanity is really slow at making changes, there was another plan in place. Another plan is energetic change. When the energy shifts, the people cannot work at that level anymore. Okay, so you just fix the head, you fix the mind of the people. You make the energy of the planet such that people cannot have those bloody low vibrational thought processes. There is no base for that, there is no polarity for that. The polarity is evening out. So even if someone tries to control you, that's what, the entire control happened to the thought level. So if the mind changes, people are not able to have those low frequency thought processes. Okay, so what does this translate into, like physical, practically what does it translate into is that if you're having to make a decision, a person will have a higher level of awareness. A person will have more of support in their reality to make the positive choice. Whereas if we had not done the energetic work, all the light workers had not done the energetic work, first of all, the person's level of awareness would be very low and they would not be able to make the right decision. Okay, and even if they made the right decision, they wouldn't get the support for it. Okay, but right now the energy is accelerated, meaning once you make a decision, you automatically align those things that support you in your decision, and this happens at a faster pace. This happens when the planet's frequency rises. Okay, so now there is not so much fear, because if you look in the collective right now, if you look at the employment situation, it's so much better nowadays. So many new means of employment are coming through. Okay, that are more suited to your unique personality. People are talking about working on your life purpose. It's moving out of that survival level so much and moving more into soul alignment, where people are becoming individuals, and it's all about knowing your identity and honoring your identity, which again strengthens the solar plexus, which again heals the codependency issues for the collective feminine. Okay, so this is my New Year's message to you all. Okay, this is what twin flames do. This is their role in society. So first thing is that they shouldn't allow such negative templates in their own personal lives. Okay, they break those templates. And another thing is religion. Okay, if you can choose the locality where you're going to live, why can't you choose your religious path? Okay, so you're evil if you change your religion. Okay, you're going to change your religion based on what you consider right. So why is this freedom taken away from you by society, by culture? This is wrong. Okay, if somebody has so much confidence in their religion, okay, they should know that those who belong to that religion will come and sustain it for the future. They shouldn't have that fear of losing that particular structure, right? And they shouldn't put that pressure on their children to continue forward the structure is really so functional and so good and so beneficial and so harmonious, then it will sustain on its own. Why the fear? Why dragging people and putting them into a structure? If it's such a good structure, then everybody will adopt it. No, if it's such a good religious system, everybody will adopt it. Why you have to force it on your children and use that as a way to grow that religious structure or whatever structure it is, cultural structure? So this is what I mean by templates clearing. This is the role of star seeds and twin flames in society. Okay, because only when you do a certain amount of work within your personal life and for society, the reunion happens. Otherwise, the reunion doesn't happen. Because you're here for the work. You're here to change the societal templates, and doesn't mean that one twin flame is to change all templates. There are, like, each pair is given their work, how much work they do. So there are x number of templates you have to clear when it comes to society. There are x number of templates you have to clear when it comes to professional relationships, etc., etc. You get me? Okay, so today's video was totally unplanned, and maybe it's not so great or greatly organized, but it is really something that was flowing through me because of the new year. And this is the message that I want to leave you all for the new year: the roles that Starseeds play, and focus on clearing the templates. Don't just be such a selfish person. Look outside. Okay, look at society, see how you can contribute. Okay, being a twin flame is about holding this identity that is of a socially conscious person. Okay, you can't see, that is why your twin flame rejects you, that is why your twin flame runs away from you, because you just focused on the personal relationship. Life is so much more than a personal relationship. You're being selfish if you're just focused on that. I'm not saying don't focus on that. There has to be balance between personal life and contribution you make to society. But don't be in a state where you're so selfish and ignoring society. If someone needs help, go there, be there for that person. If someone can speak up for themselves, speak up for that person. If something wrong is being done, go and support that person. You know, be a conscious person, be a contributing person. Because at the end of the day, you have to face yourself. And if you are in a place where you're not going to face yourself, you're going to run away from yourself, more and more reality will reflect to you all your issues. And to run away from them, you'll have to take refuge in addictions, which is a door to hell. Okay, so the only way to get rid of addictions is to have an intimate, loving, and respectful relationship with yourself. Okay, so I think I will end this video for today. Remember, this journey is about changing societal templates, is about transmuting your karma, which is another phrase for changing societal templates. Karma is just the societal belief system. Okay, and then you'll find yourself in better and better relationships, better professional situations, better personal relationships, better health, better social situations, better government, because you don't know how the energy system works. You don't know how you see, the reality around you is a holographic illusion. Okay, it's very deep, and it starts by small steps. Okay, so do your meditation, and I think I will see you next time. And have a wonderful new year. Happy new year to all my subscribers, to all who watch my videos. Okay, and please don't forget to like, support this channel. Okay, like, support, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I will see you again next time. Bye for now.